Hey, what's up? It's your boy Stephen McCoy, and you are listening and watching Sessions with Steven. And today we have NAACP and SAG award-winning actor Mr. James Pickens Jr. How are
How are
you?
you, Steven? I'm
Oh,
good, man. Glad to be
so
joining you.
Oh man, it's so good to have you. Obviously, we're
Thank you.
here to speak about you hosting the 38th annual of the Caucus Award.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how did
Sounds
that
good.
all come about?
4 years ago, they reached out to me and asked would I host their annual gala. And to be honest with you, I wasn't familiar with the caucus at all, so I had to do a little quick research.
Mm-hmm.
But I went on, and we're in our fourth year, and it's been great. The caucus is doing some amazing work, and obviously that was one of the things that made me want to come back and host again if they want to be. And it's been a great journey. They're a great organization.
Yes, and we love that you keep coming back and hosting the award show.
Well,
I've
thank you.
actually spoke to James and Robert. What are your business relationship like? Because obviously they love you. They love that you continue to keep pushing forward and putting on a good show.
Well, it's been a great working relationship, and I consider them colleagues as well. Bob and Jim Hirsch and Sharon Arnett and Deborah Leone, everyone that's involved with the caucus and also with the Caucus Foundation. It's been great.
Yeah.
And they asked me actually before the pandemic to become part of the steering committee for the caucus. So I was very honored to be a part of that. So it's gone beyond, pardon me, just the hosting of the gala, but I'm also part of hopefully helping to advocate and get the name out of these new and up and coming filmmakers and content creators.
And obviously, the award show it is based from the Caucus Foundation, which offers scholarship to inspiring filmmakers and entertainers. Now, have growing up, have you had any of those opportunities to be able to receive a scholarship or anything like that?
No, when I was younger, the theater and acting was not in my purview. I was actually doing something else and concentrating on something else. So I wasn't fortunate enough then to partake those advantages. But I think that was one of the things that made me want to help out with this mission was to give back and to perpetuate the creative community here in Los Angeles and Hollywood as it pertains to TV and television. So
Yeah.
I'm proud to be a part of that.
And I love that. I love that, because obviously years ago there wasn't many opportunities out there, especially for people of color. And the fact
Right.
that you made it onto, I mean, let's not just mention Grey's Anatomy and ABC programming, but also you started
Yeah.
in Broadway, working with Denzel and Samuel L. Jackson, and for you to come back into your community and also say that you want to give other people the opportunity to, put your spotlight on those opportunities. So I think that's absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a
Now,
fun ride.
what are you most excited to see on the Caucus Award?
Obviously, some of the honorees that there will be focusing on that evening. I mean, people like Reese Witherspoon will be getting an honor, and Vin DeBona, one of the caucus members. Aaron Sorkin, who just received a Golden Globe Award
Mm-hmm.
the other night for the Queens. I'm sorry, I forget the category, but them as well. Norman Lear, who actually was one of the founding members of the caucus, was going to be honored as well. So those people and some others. So I'm excited to see that, but I'm also excited to see some of the young honorees who were receiving scholarships, the young filmmakers, and that's always inspiring for me to see, and hopefully watch how their career will take off from there. But so yeah, it's that's why I'm really excited to see that, but also these honorees getting their much due. Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously you are used to carrying a show or a play on your shoulders, a full show. But an award show, is it a little bit different? Is it a lot of pressure?
You know what? I can honestly say that the 4 years, well, this will be year four that I've been hosting
Yeah.
the Caucus Gala. No, it hasn't. They make it very comfortable and easy for me. The scripts are concise and to the point, and um, it's been nice because there's been a couple of times that I've had friends who've been honored by the caucus who were given awards those particular evenings. So to be there to share that with them is has been one of the highlights of doing it. But no, the evening has always been very easy, very comfortable, and at the end of the day, folks have really enjoyed themselves and had a good time.
I love that. And will your family be there with you, or will they be watching just like us?
Well, I think wife and I will be watching, obviously, because things will be virtual this year. So
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
we'll watch it on the screen there and see how it turns out. But I know it's going to be this is new. Obviously, the pandemic has made us kind of reimagine things until we can kind of get back to whatever normal is going to look like. But the caucus has done a great job in putting together this virtual gala, and it's very professional. It's going to be very well done, and I was excited to see how they did my part in terms of the hosting and the backdrop and the green screen, and they have this virtual stage that looks really really amazing. So I'm excited to see how it looks when it's all put together.
Absolutely. And I love your word of using it as reimagining things, because
Oh
that's
yeah,
literally what it is. It is.
yeah, yeah.
And we are in this virtual world now. I actually
Yes.
had Giacomo Giannotti, your
Oh
co-star.
yeah. Oh cool.
Yeah, he's a
Yes.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
He actually spoke to me how different it is a little bit on a set, and you guys were one of the first shows that started working almost immediately, because there was a lot of shows that just did not know where they were going to go. Now, how
Yeah.
has the pandemic affected you and your businesses? Because you and your family, you guys even have a restaurant in North Hollywood.
Yeah, yeah, it was tough. Actually, the show here shut down actually almost a year ago. To be March 13th. It was a Friday. I will never forget it when they decided, okay, we can send them folks home, and then we were shut down until the first week of actually September. We started coming back though. I think the last week of August to start testing, and from that point until now, we test 3 times a week. And it's a Disney show, so they put an amazing amount of effort into our protocol. I mean, we have a 58-page manual just on protocol on the set as it pertains to cast, crew, and production staff. And we've been very fortunate in that aspect. My wife she closed the restaurant down. Yeah, thank you for mentioning that. She closed the restaurant down for about 6 weeks until they could kind of reshape and re-promote the restaurant. And we were basically a takeout restaurant anyway, so that kind of gave us a bit of a leg up. We weren't a dine-in place, so we didn't have the added pressure of a wait staff and that kind of thing. So in that sense, we weren't really behind the 8 ball. And so we come back and we're now contactless curbside pickup for the most part. And so we're, as my brother said, we're hanging on like a loose tooth, but we're hanging in there. So there you go.
I love that, Sam. And again, congratulations on that. I
Thank you.
mean, that's
Thank
a
you very much.
beautiful thing to be able to have a business with your family. And I mean,
Thank
who
you.
doesn't like to eat?
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, folks still have to eat, pandemic or no.
Speaking of food, we'll be doing the dinner for the Caucus Awards, which is actually something pretty new.
Okay.
Which I love the fact that everyone will be eating dinner together and things like that. It really is a new world. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, it is, and yeah, but these kind of things, they cause us to you adapt and you make
Absolutely,
change and then you make it works. So and we'll
absolutely.
do it again. Yeah,
And
for sure.
were you obviously able to spend more time with your family because you've been, I mean, you go back to your hometown, literally, I believe you stated at least once a year sometimes because of how crazy your schedule was. So were you able to spend more time with your family?
I wasn't, for the obvious reasons, and it's been almost 2 years now since I was back in Cleveland, and yeah, obviously because of all the restrictions and the protocol that we had to meet. But we're hoping that this summer, once we wrap, that we'll be able to get back to Cleveland and then spend some time there, and also spend some time in New York. I have family there as well, and
Yeah.
so it'll be good to get back there and see how everyone's doing.
Yes, absolutely. How proud are you of, I'm sure your family is very proud of you, but how proud of you are your success and how far you've come? Did it ever like truly hit you where you might have had to pause for a minute and, like, wow, this is really crazy. Like seeing myself on a promo on the ABC.
I still pinch myself every day. I never expected anything like this. I got started late in this business that we're, but I was just saying, my family is very excited about it, and I was because I never imagined that this would be my path as a life's work. And so I had real no expectations. So to have something like this happen in a career now that's, about 40 years in, and I've been very blessed, and I'm glad that my family has been along for the ride. I think they get more of a kick out of it than I do, but then that's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
And being a Disney employee, as I know it, I've been with Disney for a few years, and you get the perks of going to Disney World and things like that
Oh
with
yeah.
your family. So
Oh yeah, yeah. We've taken advantage of that. I think for my daughter's 21st birthday, and then actually my daughter was a part of the Disney family there a few years ago. She worked on one of the cruise ships. She was an entertainer.
oh, nice.
So we got a chance to get a bunch of family members together and do the Disney cruise. It was a blast. We had a good time. So
I
yes.
so love that. Let us know what we can expect for you for during 2021, and also how can we tune into the 38th annual Caucus Awards.
All right. Well, there should be obviously there'll be some kind of website. You can probably go on the Caucus Foundation website, and they can give you
Mhm.
information on how to link into the Zoom. And as far as 2021 for me, staying COVID free. My wife and I just got our second vaccination shot, so we see some light at the end of the tunnel with that. And I'm really excited about some projects that I'm producing and co-producing that we're starting to pitch, and we actually have something that's in the works with Amazon with my co-producers that we're really excited about. So those kind of things, I'm trying to expand my horizon here, and
Absolutely.
that's what's so fun about this business, that you can do that.
Yeah. Congratulations on
Thank
all
you
of
so
your
much.
success. And thank you
Thank you,
so
Steve.
much for coming on, Mr. James Pickens Jr.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you, Stephen. All the best to you, and keep doing what you're
Continue
doing.
to inspire the world.
Thank you, sir. All
Thank
righty.
you. Hey, subscribe now.